When walking around campus at this time of day, the sun is out, there are people walking around you, you should feel pretty safe. But when campus starts to look like this, some students get concerned when walking home at night. Now there's a simple 1, 2, 3-step process when you want to get the chance to ride these scooters. You open the Spin app and scan your QR code. Then you're ready to go. But there's some things some students tend to forget. Well, Russell, who's spearheading the event, along with other Bahamian students, have posted these flyers around campus. Hearing the words anxiety and depression can be quite alarming to some. However, sophomore Jacoby Hurst says he wanted to share his story, hoping that he could inspire others who suffer from his illness. Right here in my hand, I have the University of Arkansas Police Department's Clary report. And after hearing her name being called as the 2019 Homecoming Queen here in the Greek Theater, Chimdera became the second person in a row from the Inspirational Chorale to receive this title. And one student's personal connection with Breast Cancer Awareness Month allows her to advocate. UATV starts right now. Right here in my hand, I have the University of Arkansas Police Department's Clary report, which showed 16 reported sexual offenses last year in 2018, doubling the 7 that occurred in 2016. And these numbers can be quite alarming for some female students staying late on campus for finals. According to the U.S. News and World Report, women make up just over 50% of the student population here at the U of A. With exam season in the air, Abby Baird says she would rather study at home instead of coming to the library late at night.
Last year I lived on campus, and then this year I live off campus. So I don't find myself studying on campus late at night now. I just really don't prefer it.
When walking around campus at this time of day, the sun is out, there are people walking around you, you should feel pretty safe. But when campus starts to look like this, some students get concerned when walking home at night.
Especially having to walk to Pomfret, which is like by Frat Row, like on a Thursday and things like that. That's extremely uncomfortable. So there's many times I've called Safe Ride.
You can show me in service for shift.
UAPD Officer Tara Wilder says if you can't find someone to walk with, inform someone.
Let somebody know. Let a friend, if nothing else, let your RA, let somebody who stays, if it's your roommate or something, if you have that rapport with that person, let somebody know where you are.
Though there are options like Safe Ride during exam time, UAPD officers will be stationed on campus to assist students.
If something does come up, hey, I'm going to my room, I don't have anyone I can speak with, then absolutely, we're here. There's always an officer, at least 2 to 3 officers here nightly that are able to give you some sort of assistance.
Now, Officer Wilder informed me of a new app that UAPD is bringing to school. It's called the Safe Zone app, where students will be able to log in on their phones and be located throughout school in case of an emergency, and they can be tracked. Now, the app is still in the beta testing, so it won't be available until next fall. But from now on, some other tips that Officer Wilder gave me are including letting someone know, never walk alone, never walk with headphones in your ears, and always call UAPD or 911 in the case of an emergency. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley. That's right, Aslan. Statistics show that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. And after news hit just a little too close to home, one student was encouraged to begin advocating for breast cancer awareness on campus.
So this is my mom and I on Mom's Day last year.
Sarah Rowley's mom, Carol, was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018, a few weeks before Sarah began her freshman year of college. News that almost broke her heart.
My mom's diagnosis was crazy to think about, being excited for what was coming my way when she just had a whole set of obstacles coming toward her. I was not positive that I was going to go through sorority recruitment anyways.
However, Sarah knew that the support from her parents would get her through this tough time. Now deciding to join this sorority is a decision she'll never regret.
To come into a place where a chapter was dedicated to just the very thing that I was really struggling with, it seemed kind of too good to be true.
Would you like a ribbon for breast cancer awareness and education?
Breast cancer awareness is one of Zeta Tau Alpha's main philosophies. Sorority President Madison Anderson says she's excited to lead women who advocate for this issue.
Just being able to see everyone's passion for this cause over the 4 years has been so incredible and so fulfilling.
For Sarah, just seeing the ribbons on students' bags as they walk around campus makes this initiative worthwhile.
And knowing that everybody picked up that ribbon, knowing hey, this is because breast cancer is very prevalent in society and in women's health, and it does matter that we all know about how it affects us.
Well, Ruli's mom did undergo 20 radiation treatments over the course of 2.5 months. However, though she is cancer-free, she still has about 4 years left of a hormone-manipulating drug. Reporting for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley. That's right, Tristan. I'm here outside of the Multicultural Center of Diversity and Inclusion, where for several years now they've aimed to make a home for students of various minorities. However, there's one program here at the U of A that's hoping to improve the diversity and inclusion in their curriculum. Now they started this new LGBTQ histories class that plans to build a strong focus on history of gender in the department. Now the class seeks to make students aware of the fact that LGBTQ plus students do have a history, and that this history began way before prominent issues like the Stonewall riots. Now, Professor of the course, Ren Pepitone, wants to give students the tools to understand the history of LGBTQ people and discuss terms like lesbian, queer, transgender, and how those terms came about. Now, Professor Pepitone says one of the biggest misconceptions is that students think this class is only for LGBTQ students.
LGBTQ plus history is a focus or a lens that we can take, but it's part of a broader history, and it's important, I think, for everyone to engage with it.
The context of the Great Migration.
Now, Chair of the History Department, Jamie Gigantino, has approved this decision, saying we're happy to begin regularly offering this course to students, and that he's excited that Professor Pepitone has included this course in the curriculum. Reporting for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley. With the addition of 2 new e-scooter companies on campus, Spin and Lime, it's made movement for students much easier around campus when they have to go from class to class. However, when riding these scooters, students feel as though they're not in danger when going around campus. E-scooters made their way to Fayetteville and up to the U of A. Students can sign up through the Spin app, and using their UARC email, they're charged $1 to unlock the scooter and an additional 10 cents per minute. After taking a poll on Instagram, 80% of students say they prefer the scooter over the bike. And one student says the fact that it's electric makes the difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide on the scooter every time. The bikes, they get a little rough when you're trying to go up them hills, so yeah, I'm gonna go with the scooter for sure.
Now there's a simple 1, 2, 3 step process when you want to get the chance to ride these scooters. You open the Spin app and scan your QR code. Then you're ready to go. But there's some things some students tend to forget. One of the first rules when going to ride the scooter, wear a helmet.
The mind that you have inside of your skull is the most valuable thing that you have, and it only makes sense that you should protect that.
But Goodwin says he doesn't know if a helmet is that necessary.
I mean, a helmet wouldn't hurt, but nah, you should be. They only go about like 15 miles per hour, so you just really got to be doing something to cause a hazard or just not paying attention.
Wilson says he wants students to follow the rules to avoid any accidents.
You know, we understand if a student looks at an e-scooter and thinks, oh, that's convenient, that's great. It's fun to ride, and that's great too. But if someone gets hurt, that's tragic.
Now, other rules include making sure you ride on the road, yielding to pedestrians, obeying all traffic laws, no drinking and riding the scooter, and also being careful in weather like this. Reporting for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley. Well, it was just 4 years ago that Chimdera Nzelu took her first seats in these chairs in this Arkansas Union. And now 4 years and one title later, she says hopes are to leave an impression on little girls just like her.
Just be authentic, be honest. Be kind, and that'll get you further than you could ever imagine, because that's what happened for me.
After loads of essays and interviews, Chimdera Nzelu was crowned the 2019 UARC Homecoming Queen. But this was no ordinary celebration. She had surpassed a milestone, the first Black homecoming queen in 10 years.
Right then and there, like they had just announced my name, all my friends were like waiting to give me a hug and like take a picture. I just started crying.
And after hearing her name being called as the 2019 Homecoming Queen here in the Greek Theater, Chimdera became the second person in a row from the Inspirational Chorale to receive this title. Chimdera has been a member of the Inspirational Chorale since her freshman year, serving as a treasurer and president during her time there. Selection committee member Nicole Dominguez says this made Chimdera the right person for the nomination.
She's just such a light to everyone in this choir and is constantly leading, not only inside of the choir room, you know, like always being on top of all of her stuff, but in everything else that she's involved in on campus. She's just a light to everywhere she goes.
But Trimdare remains in disbelief.
I still kind of am shocked at that I have a tiara sitting on my desk, but yeah, I'm just so honored and surprised and humbled and thankful.
In the spring, she will start her position as a nurse at Arkansas Children's Northwest Hospital. But there's one thing she says: she's going to leave here at the U of A.
Pageantry in your future?
No, pageantry is not in my future. I'm just a regular gal.
She isn't quite done yet. She'll be performing in her final inspirational chorale showcase in December, and a few days after that, she'll be walking the stage of graduation. Reporting for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley. Today, Chancellor Steinmetz held the annual State of the University address, where he spoke to around 100 faculty, staff, and students at the Faulkner Center. Now, he touched on some of the highlights of the past year, specifically being the graduation rate increasing, saying that he's pleased with how the numbers have grown over the years. He also spoke about the university's plans moving forward, especially approaching their 150-year anniversary in 2021. Now, he introduced 10 things that he would like to see the university advance to in the coming years. Some of them include becoming the best of public higher education, and also plans to exceed retention and graduation rates, making those higher than they already are now. But in the midst of all of this, he took time to give special recognition to persons who don't receive much credit for their hard work.
Attracting and retaining the very best faculty are key to our future success. As I have said many, many times, you cannot have a great university without having great faculty.
Now, though the school is just in its beginning steps of making these changes, Chancellor Steinmetz hopes to bring these plans to action quite soon. Reporting for UATV, I'm Khadn Adderley.